The letter from tomorrow. It was 5:30 a.m. The alarm rang for the third time. Ethan reached out from under his warm blanket and hit snooze again. Outside his small apartment window in Chicago, the city was still asleep. Snow lightly covered the streets, and the world looked calm, peaceful, almost frozen in time. But inside Ethan's mind, there was chaos. "I'll start tomorrow," he whispered. Tomorrow. That word had become his safe place, a place where dreams lived. But never happened. Ethan was 29 years old. He had goals, big ones. He wanted financial freedom. He wanted to build a business. He wanted to be in shape. He wanted confidence. He wanted peace. But wanting and doing are two different worlds. Every night he watched motivational videos. Every morning he postponed action. Every Sunday he promised change. Every Monday he broke it. One evening, after another unproductive day, Ethan sat alone at his kitchen table. The glow of his laptop screen reflected in his tired eyes. Bills were stacked beside him. His gym membership hadn't been used in months. His business ideas were still ideas. He felt something heavy in his chest. Regret. What if I'm wasting my life? He thought. That night, something strange happened. At exactly 2:17 a.m., Ethan woke up suddenly. He didn't know why. His room was silent. But something felt different. On his desk was a letter. He was sure it wasn't there before. Confused, he walked over and picked it up. On the envelope, written in bold handwriting, were the words, "To Ethan, from your future self." His heart started racing. He slowly opened the letter. Inside it read, "Ethan, if you're reading this, it means you are still stuck. I am you, 10 years from now. I'm writing this because I remember this exact night, the frustration, the fear, the quiet disappointment. Let me tell you something clearly. Your life changes the moment you choose discipline over comfort. Right now, you think motivation is the answer. It's not. Motivation fades. Discipline builds. I know how hard it feels to wake up early. I know how easy it is to scroll. I know how comfortable excuses feel. But I also know something you don't know yet. Every time you hit snooze, I felt it. Every time you skipped the gym, I carried the weight. Every time you delayed your dreams, I lived the consequences. You think you're only affecting today. You're building me. And let me tell you something painful. There is a version of me that is broke, out of shape, full of regret, watching others live the life we once dreamed of. And there is another version of me, strong, confident, financially free, disciplined, proud. The only difference between those two versions? Your daily decisions, not talent, not luck, not connections. Discipline, the mornings you wake up when you don't feel like it. The workouts you finish when it burns. The business tasks you complete when you're tired. The promises you keep to yourself. Those small decisions compound. 10 years from now, they become my reality. You are not tired because life is hard. You are tired because you lack structure. You are not unlucky. You are undisciplined. And that's good news, because discipline is a choice. Start small. Wake up when the alarm rings. Make your bed. Move your body. Do one hard thing before 9 a.m. Stop negotiating with weakness. Comfort is expensive. Discipline is painful, but regret is deadly. I promise you this. If you choose discipline today, I will thank you every single morning. Signed. You, age 39. Ethan's hands were shaking. Was this a dream? Maybe, but the words felt real. Too real. He sat down and stared at the letter for a long time. For the first time in years, he didn't feel motivated. He felt responsible. The next morning, the alarm rang at 5:30 a.m. His body begged for sleep. His mind whispered, just 5 more minutes. But then he remembered the letter. He remembered the two versions of himself, and something shifted. He sat up. No countdown, no debate, no negotiation. He stood up. That was it. No fireworks, no dramatic music, no sudden transformation. Just a quiet decision. That morning, he made his bed. He drank water instead of soda. He went for a 20-minute walk. It wasn't perfect, but it was disciplined. Days passed. The excitement faded quickly. Discipline remained. There were mornings he wanted to quit. Evenings he felt tired. Weekends where comfort called his name. But every time he asked one question. Will my future self thank me for this? That question became his compass. Slowly, things changed. His body grew stronger. His focus sharpened. His confidence increased. Not because life became easier, but because he became harder. 3 months later, his bank account wasn't overflowing, but it was growing. 6 months later, his body wasn't perfect, but it was transformed. 1 year later, he wasn't a millionaire, but he was unstoppable. Discipline didn't just change his results, it changed his identity. He no longer said, "I'm trying." He said, "I'm disciplined." And disciplined people don't negotiate with comfort. They execute. Here's the truth. Your future self is watching you, not judging, not criticizing, waiting to see if you choose short-term comfort or long-term pride. You don't need to feel inspired. You need structure. You don't need to feel ready. You need commitment. You don't need more time. You need less excuses. One day, 10 years from now, you will wake up, and you will either say, "Thank God I stayed disciplined," or, "I wish I started when I had the chance." That choice is not made in the future. It's made tomorrow morning, when the alarm rings. So when it does, don't hit snooze. Stand up. Your future self is waiting. And trust me, he wants to say thank you